Let's queer up courts. Speaking of books, federal judge blocks law that would charge librarians for violating book bans. Arkansas is temporarily blocked from enforcing a law that would have allowed criminal charges against librarians and booksellers for providing harmful materials to minors. U.S. District Judge Timothy L. Brooks issued a preliminary injunction against the law, which also would have created a new process to challenge library materials and request that they be relocated to areas not accessible by kids. The measure, signed by Republican Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders earlier this year, was set to take effect August 1st. A coalition that included the Central Arkansas Library System in Little Rock had challenged the law, saying fear of prosecution under the measure could prompt libraries and booksellers to no longer carry titles that could be challenged. The judge also rejected a motion by the defendants, which included prosecuting attorneys for the state seeking to dismiss the case. The ACLU of Arkansas, which represents some of the plaintiffs, applauded the court's ruling, saying that the absence of a preliminary injunction would have jeopardized First Amendment rights. The lawsuit comes as lawmakers in an increasing number of conservative states are pushing for measures making it easier to ban or restrict access to books. They want to get read, honey. They want to get read. Thank you, federal judge, for blocking that very dumb law. It's common sense, but I have to applaud you for common sense nowadays. Thank you.
Common sense is not common anymore,
Sure
Bonnie.
right.
You know that, right?
Ain't.
And that poor little old lady librarian that can hardly walk with her making, $30,000 a year, and you're trying to mess with her and put her in prison for not putting away a book that makes you feel uncomfortable. Are you freaking kidding me? Yes, good job for that judge to do that. But I mean, now that poor judge can sleep at night, because how the hell can you allow that to go on? I mean, she's doing her job and you guys are idiots.
Yeah. There's a lot of idiots in Arkansas.
Yeah, oh my goodness.
And unfortunately, there's a lot of idiots in Florida too.
I mean, their governor, first of all.
Yeah.
Hey. I mean, but these rulings, as it were, are little streaks of light in what is becoming a very, very dark time. I mean, it seems like you said, it seems like common sense, but it's so rare.
Are we reliving the 12, 13, and 1400s all over again? Do we have those spirits coming back and infecting these people and just...
Jamal, it seems to me the answer is yes.
What?
And the answer is yes, because very smart, white, older men sat in an old, smoky room to decide how they were going to take over America. And they've created a plan that so far in the last number of years has been a success. And unless a voting public turns out, unless a motivated LGBTQ community and a Black community and a religious diversity community and women turn out and say enough is enough, the smoky back room of privileged white older men has won the day for a while. And these laws, exactly what happened here, will continue to be challenged, and it will trickle up to the Supreme Court. And even in the 6-3 majority of the Supreme Court, it is very hard to imagine that laws that don't protect the librarian and protect the book and protect the speech access and will not be able to define how the minor is harmed by reading. It's hard to imagine currently that even in the world we live in, the Supreme Court will not say this can't happen. But if we want those judges to be appointed and we want the process to happen, where are the Black people? Where are the LGBT people? Where are the women? Et cetera and so on. There is strength in the majority of the minority of America. And privileged white women, progressive women, will come along as long as we ring the bells to say this is in your interest to support. We are Queer News Tonight, the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ+ evening news show, brought to you from Happening Out Television Network. We operate in the same model of PBS and NPR, but for the LGBTQ plus community. We educate, inform, and entertain by supporting the 10 pillars of our LGBTQ plus community, with more than 100,000 a week watching us on Roku, Apple Television, and other channels. To keep the story going, we accept donations with 100% transparency. Stay updated and live authentically with Queer News Tonight.